It was 6 p.m. when Jake stayed behind after school to finish an assignment in the empty classroom. The school was quiet, too quiet. Most of the lights flickered, and the hallways echoed with every step. He hated being there after hours, but he couldn't afford to fail. He gathered his papers, hearing the occasional creak of the old building as if it were breathing. Then, from the corner of his eye, he noticed something odd. The detention room door was slightly ajar. It hadn't been earlier when he passed. Curiosity tugged at him. He stood up, walked over, and pushed the door open. Inside, the air was unnervingly cold. The room was empty, except for a single desk in the center, covered in dust. But then he saw it, a message scratched into the desk, barely visible: "Don't stay after dark." His heart raced, but he laughed it off.
Just a stupid prank, right?
As he turned to leave, the lights flickered once more, and the door slammed shut behind him, trapping him inside. The temperature plummeted, and Jake's breath turned to mist. The silence was shattered by a low whisper, creeping from the shadows.
Jure still hier.
Jake spun around, his heart hammering in his chest. The room had changed, darker, with shadowy figures lurking in the corners. He saw a figure standing in front of him, its face twisted in pain, eyes empty sockets. "You should never have stayed." The lights went out completely. The whispers grew louder, more desperate, as cold hands grabbed his arms, pulling him toward the desk. The last thing Jake heard was the sound of a bell ringing in the distance. When they found him the next morning, his face was frozen in terror, his body lifeless, and written on the blackboard in thick red chalk were the words,
"One more soul."
"For detention."